Jai Jinendra, everyone. Welcome. So today we are going to start our session. We're going to wait for everybody to join in.
जय जिनेंद्र भैया एंड जय जिनेंद्र बच्चों.
So we're going to wait for a minute and then we'll start the meeting. Our goal is very simple. Today we're going to start with Namakar Mantra. Then we'll have a special bhajan by Atisha Swasti.
जय जिनेंद्र आशी जी.
Jai Jinendra. Jai Jinendra, everyone.
So Ashiji, the only change today is after Namakar Mantra, we'll call her Atisha. She has a small prayer for us, and then from there we'll take this class forward.
Okay, no problem.
I think it's 2 o'clock. Please start.
Okay, can you enable my screen sharing?
Didi, you'll have to do it today because I'm on a phone.
Yes, भैया, I'll do it. 1 second.
Okay.
Got
Jai
it?
Jinendra, everyone. Wait, let me see. Yeah. Okay. So today, along with Sunday and our class, today is a very special day. It's Bhagwan Parshnath Moksha Kalyanak. So on this day, our 23rd Tirthankar, Lord Parshnath, so he attained liberation in Samet Shikharji. So during the chanting, we'll keep this like bhav in our mind. We'll pray with an intention that just like he went to the moksha, he attained liberation, and his qualities, like not all but some, if we can get inside us, and we'll aim to become like him. And the other picture that you can see, so it's Samet Shikharji, from where he attained liberation. And not only he, so 20 Tirthankars along with him, they all went from the same place. They all attained liberation from the same place. So let's just keep this picture in our mind and pray to Lord Parshnath. We'll start with an Navkar mantra chanting. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamukaro Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Jai Savvesim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamukaro Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savvaisim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamukaro Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savvaisim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Padamam Havai Mangalam. बोलो आदिनाथ भगवान की जय, आचार्य मानतुंग जी महाराज की जय, श्री भक्तमर स्तोत्र की जय, 24 तीर्थंकर भगवान की जय, जिन शासन जिन देव जी की जय, Parshad Bhagwan ki jai. Over to Swasti and Atisha.
Guru Sharam Vigana Araham Mithe Maranam Sadhu Man Jagi Chetan Bane Darshan Swayam Ke Ham Bane Araham Bane Araham Bane Araham Bane Araham. Jai Janendra. Jai Janendra.
Thank you so much, Swasti and Atisha. Very good.
So guys, as Ashiji said, today is a very, very auspicious day. But for all of us, let's just also close our eyes once more and pray to Lord Arshanath Bhagwan. As Ashiji reminded us, today is the Moksha Kalyana. So we will do one more Namokar mantra, keeping Lord Parshanath Bhagwan and that picture of Parshanath Bhagwan and the Tirth of Samit Shikarji, where he got moksha from, in our back of our minds. So let's just do one more Namakar mantra with full spirit, closing our eyes, holding our hands together. Ashiji, please once more.
Namo Arihantanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Uvajayanam. Namo Loe Sava Sahunam. Eso Panchanamokaro Sava Pava Panashino Mangalanam Chay Savesim Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Bhaiya, you're muted, and I would say if somebody knows Upsakram ka part, like one of the kids knows Upsakram ka part, they can raise their hand. We can have them chant it. Otherwise, I'll chant, but I would like somebody else to chant. Okay, Khushi. I'm unmuting Khushi.
Uvasagaharam pasam pasam come wait just a second, sorry.
Take your time, Khushi. Take your time.
Khushi, let me unmute you again.
Yeah, sorry, I was not prepared. Right. Uvasagaharam pasam 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 vandami kamakhana mukkam visahara visa ninnasam mangala kallana avasam visahara fullinga mantam kanthe dhare josya manvo tasagaha rogamari ducha jara janti uvasamam चिट्टौ दूरे मंतो तुच्छ पनामो वि बहुफलो होई नरत्येसु वि जीवा पावंती न दुख दो बच्चम तुअ समते लद्दे चिंतामणि कप पाए वभये पावंतीना अविज्ञानम जीवा ए रामरन थानम ये संतो महायस भक्ति पर निब्रेणहीन तादेव दिज्य बोहिम भवे भवे पास्त जिनचंद.
Very nice, Khushi.
Excellent. Okay, over to Ashi.
So we'll start with Avni. She has to chant 1 to 13 today. Or was it Ridhima?
Ridhima is 1 to 13. She is 14 to 26.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
No, sorry needed.
Who am I unmuting?
Ridhima.
जी. अगर वो यहाँ पे हैं तो.
Yes, she is. Ridhima.
Okay, can I start?
Yes, please.
Everyone else, please join your hands.
Mudimani Prabhana Mutyotakam Dalita Papatamo Vitanam Samyak Pranamya Jinapada Yugam Yugada Valambanam Bhavachale Patatanjananam Yasansuta Sakalavangmaya Tattvabodha Tudbhuta Buddhi Patubi Suralokanathe Stotre Jagatitaya Chitta Hare Rudare Stoshe Kilahamapitam Pratamam Jinindram Buddhya Vinapi Vibhudharchita Padapitha Stotum Samudhyatamatir Vigatattapoham Palam Vihaya Jalasansthitamindubimba Manyaka Ichyate Jana Sahasagrahitum Vaktum Gunan Gunasamudya Shashanka Kantan Kaste Kshama Sirguru Pratimopi Buddhya Kalpanta Kala Pavano Dhatanaka Chakram Kovatari Tumaramamba Nidhim Bhajapyam Soham Tathapi Tava Bhakti Vashan Munisha Kartum Savang Vigata Shaktirapi Pravritta Prityatma Viryamavicharya Mrigendram Nabheti Kim Nijashisho Paripalanartham Alpashritam Shitavatam Parihasadhamaha Tvat-bhaktireva Mukhari Karute Balanmam Yat Kokila Kila Madho Madhuram Viroti Tachamracharu Kalikani Kare Kahetu Tatsanstavena Bhavasantati Sannibuddham Papam Shanashayam Sharira Bhajam Akranta Lokamalineelamaseshamashu Suryanchu Bhinnamiva Sharvaramandakaram Matvedhinath Tava Sanstavanam Mayeda Marabhyate Tanatiyapi Tava Prabhavat Cheto Harishyati Satam Nalini Daleshu Mukta Faladhiti Mupaiti Nanuda Bindu Astam Tava Namasta Samasta Dosham Tvatsankathapi Jagatan Duritani Hanti Ure Sahasya Kirana Kurute Prabhaiva Padmakareshu Jalajani Vikasa Bhanji Natyadbhutam Bhuvanabhushana Bhutanatha Bhutir Gunir Bhui Bhuvantam Abhishtavanta Tulya Bhavanti Bhavato Nanutena Kim Va Bhutyashritam Ya Ihanatmasanam Karoti Dishta Bhavantamanimisha Vilokaniyam Nanyatra Toshamupayati Janasya Chakshu Pidva Payasha Shikarantati Dukta Sindhu Sharam Jalam Jalanidhe Asitum Ka Iche Ye Shantaragarchipi Paramanu Bistam Nirmapitasti Bhuvane Kalalama Bhuta तावन्त एव खलु ते प्रणवं प्रकृयं निर्मापितस्ति भुवने कललामभूत वक्त्रं कृते सररूरगनेत्रहारी निशेषनिर्जितजगत्तितयोपमानं बिम्बं कलाङ्कमलिनं कनिशाकरस्य यद्वासरे भवति पाण्डुपलाशकल्पम्.
Very good, Ridhima. Just work over 12th and 13th number shloka a little bit. Pronunciation was good, but at some places, little bit, I guess. It was, but yeah, overall good job. Okay, 14 to 26.
Who am I unmuting?
Avni.
Avni, okay. Avni and Anay. You guys are unmuted. Yes.
Yes. So 14 to 26, right?
Right.
Okay. So Sampurna Mandala Shashanka Kala Kalapa शुभ्रागुणास्ति भुवनं तव लङ्घयन्ति ये संशितास्ति जगदीश्वरनाथमेकम् कष्टानि निवारयति सञ्चरतो यथेष्टं चित्रं किमग्र यदि ते दशाङ्गनाभिर्नीतं मनागपि मनो न विकारमार्गं कल्पान्तकालमरुता चलिता चलेन किं मन्दरादिशिखरं चलितं कदाचित् निर्धूमवर्तिरपवर्जिततैलपूरा कृत्स्नं जगत्त्रयमिदं प्रकृतिकरोषि गम्यो न जातु मरुतां चलिता चलेन किं मन्दरादिशिखरं चलितं कदाचित् दीपोपरस्वमसिनाथ जगत्प्रकाश नास्तं कदाचिदुपयासि न राहुगम्या स्पष्टीकरोषि सहसा युगपश्चदन्ति नामोदरोदर निरोध महाप्रवाह सूर्यातिशाहि महिमासि मुनीन्द्रलोके नित्योदयं दलितमोहमहान्धकारं गम्यं न राहुवदनस्य न वारिदानं विभ्राजते तव मुखाब्जमनल्पकान्ति विद्योदयज्जगत्पूर्वशशाङ्कबिम्बं किं शर्वरीषु शशिनानि विवस्वताः युष्मन्मुखेन्द्रदलितेषु तमस्तु नाथ निष्पन्नशालि वनशालिनि जीवलोके कार्यं कियज्जलधरे जलवारणम्रे यथा ते विभाति कृतावकाशं नैवं तथा हरिहरादिषु नायकेषु तेजोस्फुरन् मनीषयाति यथा महत्त्वं नैवं दुःखाच शकले किरणाकुलेऽपि मन्ये वरं हरिहरादय एव दृष्टा दृष्टेषु येषु हृदयं त्वयि तोषमेति किं वीक्षितेन भवता भुवि येन नान्या कश्चिन्मनोहरति नाथ भवान्तरेऽपि श्रीणां शतानि शतशो जनयन्ति पुत्रान् नान्या सुतं त्वदुपमं जननी प्रसूता सर्वादिशो ददति भानि सहस्रश्मिं प्राच्येव दिग्जनयति स्फुरदंशुजालं त्वामामनन्ति मुनयः परमं पुमांस मारितवर्णमलं नमस्ता परस्तात् त्वामेव संविकुलयन्ति मृत्युं नान्यश्च परशिवपदस्य मुनीन्द्रपन्था त्वामाभयं विमुचिन्तमस्तकेमायम् योगेश्वरं
Very good, Avni.
Good job, Avni. The
A round
correction
of
was
applause.
bad.
Let's everybody give a round of applause to Riddhima and Avni and Anay for beautiful chanting of 1 to 26 stotras for all of us today in class. Okay. Now back to Ashiji.
Okay, thank you. So today we'll be along with 27 number shlokas, so we'll be covering a very important part of so we'll be covering on we'll be starting from the Ashpratiharyas that we have in Jainism. So 28th shloka is all about that. But yeah, let's first start with 27th shloka. And both shlokas, they talk about pure aura. So we'll get to know what exactly that means. Okay. So what do you observe in this picture? I want to see some new faces also, please.
So I've got
Share your
Jamar family. I'm going to unmute them.
Mhm.
At least I'll try.
Who, Bhaiya?
Jamar family, I'm trying to Didi, see if it works. I've tried to unmute them.
Yeah, I've requested them to unmute also.
I see that there's Adinath Bhagwan sitting on a lotus, and in the middle, it looks like there's like a bull or a cow. I can't really see. And then Acharya Mantunga is writing down the Bhaktamar Stotra, and everybody else around is praising him.
Okay, can you identify the people around him? Who do they look like?
They look like villagers or yeah, monks.
Okay.
Like the
Okay.
one in the bottom left looks like a monk, like a Marasab.
Mm-hmm. And how about the one in the left at the top?
Yeah, he looks like a villager or
Merchant.
yeah, merchant, a
Mhm.
businessman.
Okay, very good observation. What's your name?
Arjit.
Okay, thank you, Arjit. Good job. Anyone else has a different observation apart from what Arjit said?
So I'm going to unmute Maya Doshi.
Mhm.
I see that Acharya Manatunga is sitting writing Bhaktamar, and Adinath is on a lotus, and there's a rich person collecting and keeping all his money, and there's another person who's praying to Lord.
Mhm. And what is this? The person in the right, what is he doing?
Which person?
Sorry, I asked like what is the person in the right at the top? What is he doing?
He is taking sense in his pride.
Mm-hmm.
And weighing things too.
Things? Very good. Thank you so much, Maya. Very good job.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone has anything else? Any
I'm going to
different
unmute-
observation?
I'm going to unmute V. Kriti.
I
Kriti,
can see Adinath Bhagwan sitting on the lotus and Manatunga ji writing Bhaktama Stotra. And then the one on the left with a diya, I think he's praying to Adinath Bhagwan. And then the other one on the top, he's like selling, or I don't know, selling, or he's counting his money or his jewels. And then on the left hand side, he's like one of the person is weighing scaling, weighing scaling something, I don't know what, because there's nothing on there.
Okay. Okay.
really
Very
cute,
good. Very good. Yeah.
selling money. I mean, selling something to Bhavanji.
Doing something. Yeah. Thank you, Kriti. Okay, so all three of them are doing something, but what they are actually doing, so we learn this after we'll be done with the meaning. So you'll yourself be able to figure out what they all are doing. So without wasting, let's move forward to pronunciation. So first word is ko. Please pronounce with me. It will give you a better clarity. Ko. Next word, we'll break it into two parts. It's Vismayotra. Vismayotra. So it's made from Vismayaha plus Atra. Vismayaha plus Atra. So as I always say, like there is Sandhi happened here. from after Y. So that O, like actually it was AH, like the Visarga over there, but it turned on to O. Because the next word was a vowel over there, A. So Vismayaha means surprise and Atra means here. So what is the surprise here? Ko Vismayotra. Vismaya Yotra. You can break it and try to pronounce it. Vismayotra. Next word, Yadi. Yadi means if, when we are having any doubts. Yadi. Nama. Nama means name. Nama. Next word again, we'll split it into two parts. Gunair Sheshes. So it would be Gunehe plus a Shes. Shes. A Shes. Gunehe means qualities and a Sheshes means entire. Gunair Sheshes. Ko Visma Yotra. Visma Yotra. Very good, Kriti. Pronounce it like that. Yadi. Yadi. Nama. Nama. Gunair Sheshes. Gunair Sheshes. Gunair Sheshes. Good job, Maya. I can see you pronouncing. Very good. Next line. Tuam. Second line. Tuam. Tuam means you or your. Sanshrito. 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 Sanshrito means the dependent ones. Sanshrito. Next word. Nirvaka. Nirvaka Shatya. If you'll join it, it would be Nirvaka Shatya. But we'll try to break it to make it much more easier. Nirvaka Shatya. Nirvaka Shatya. Yeah. So it's Nirvaka Shatya. Munisha. Nirvaka Shatya means densely or density, which is very deep, in depth. Munisha. Munisha. Munisha means the monks or the learned ones. Munisha. Tvam Sanshrito Nirvaka Shatya. Nirvaka Shatya Munisha. Next line. So it's Dosher Upata. But when we'll pronounce it, so when we'll break it, it's Doshe plus Upata. Doshe plus Upatah. Doshe means dosh, means false, and Upata means obtained. So it's Dosher Upata. Dosher Upata. Vividhashraya. Vividhashraya. We'll break it into three parts. Vividhashraya. 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 Vividhashraya means the different types of places to stay. Vividhashraya. Jata garvahe. And the word Jata garvahe. Jata garvahe. First say Jata garvahe means the write that has arisen. Doshai, Doshai Rupat, Vividashraya, Vividashraya, Jat Garvahe, Jat Garvahe. We'll put very little pressure on T over here. So it's just Jat Garvahe. Last line. Swapnanta Repi. Swapnanta Repi. Swapnan. Swapna means in dreams. Swapnan Tare Api. So it's Swapnan Tare Api. Swapnantare Api. So when you will join Re plus Api, it would be Repi. Swapnantarepi. Na. Na. Next word, we'll break it into 4 parts. Kadachit plus Api plus Shito, Ikshito plus Asi. Kadachit means never. Api means also. Shito means seen or visible. And Asi means like it's a verb to be or to happen. When you'll join them together, it would be Kadachit Pikshitosi. Pikshitosi. Kadachit Pikshitosi. Kadachit Pikshitosi. Athar, try to pronounce with me. Kadachit. Very good. Pikshitosi. Pikshitosi. I'll go with this line one more time. It's a little bit difficult. Swapnan. Swapnan. Tarepi. Tarepi. Swapnan. Tarepi. Na. Na. Kadachit. Kadachit. Pikshi. Tosi. Tosi. Kadachit. Pikshi. Tosi. Let's revise the entire shloka one more time. I want to see everyone. I can see your lip syncing from here. Ko Vismayotra. Vismayotra. Very good, Avni. Yadi. Yadi. Nama. Nama. Gunair. Gunair. Shaishis. Shaishis. Gunair. Shaishis. It's sha together. Shaishis. Nama Gunair Shaishis. Tvam. Tvam. Very good, Keval. Good try. Tvam. Sanshrito. 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 Nir. Nir. Vaka. Shatya. Nir. Vaka. Shatya. Very good, Ridhima. You're doing it very good. Nir. Vaka. Shatya. Munisha. 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 Next line. Dosher. Rupata. Dosher. Rupata. Vivi. Vivi. Dhashraya. धाश्रय जात गर्व है, जात गर्व है, जात गर्व है. Very good, Ayush. Next, last line. Swapnan, Swapnan, Tarepi, Tarepi, Swapnan, Tarepi. Very good. Na, Na, Kadachit, Kadachit, Pikshi, Tosi, Pikshi, Tosi, Kadachit, Pikshi, Tosi. Very good, Arya. You're trying very well. Okay. So let's try to recite it in the rhythm. Kovismayotra yadi naam gunairshesh Tvam sanshrito nirvakashat ya munisha Doshairupat vividhashraya jat garve Swapnantarepi kadachid pikshitosi. Try to recite with me. Join your hands. Kovismayotra yati nam gunairshesh Tvam sanshrito nirvakashat ya munisha Doshairupat vividhashraya jat garve Swapnantarepi na kadachid pikshitosi Kovismayotra yati naam gunairshesh Tvam sanshrito nirvakashat ya munisha Doshairupat vividhashraya jat garve Swapnantarepi na kadachid pikshitosi. Is the pronunciation clear to everyone? Who would like to recite? Please raise your hands.
I'm going to unmute Mahavir Praksha. Mahavir. Mahavir, we can't hear you. I still can't hear him. Okay. Maybe I'll unmute.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can. Yes.
Okay. Kovismayotra yadi naam gunairshesh Tvam samshito niravakashataya munisha Doshairupat vividhashaya jata garvai Swapnantarepi na kadachid apekshitosi.
Very good. Perfect. Very good
Good
job.
job, Mahavir.
Thank you.
Okay, one more. Then we'll move
Okay.
forward to the meeting.
Okay. I'm going to unmute Preksha.
Tvam sanshrito nirvakashat.
Okay, try to break it like in the small words. Nir,
Nir
vaka,
Vaka
katya,
Kataya
munisha.
Munisha Dosherupita Vivi Harshaya Jata Gurvaya
Garvehe.
Gurve Swapnatare Pinakatajit Pikshitosi.
Good try, good try. But like as and when you'll practice, you'll get over it. So when you say doshe rupat, you have to stretch it a little bit. Doshe rupat. Try to pronounce with me. Doshe. D, can you unmute her? Preksha. Yeah.
Doshe
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 rupat.
Rupata
Doshe rupat.
Doshe Rupata.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So you have to like practice the rest like this by breaking it into small words. It would be easy. Okay. Good job. All right. So let's move on to the meaning. As we saw in the picture also, and like in the first line, so the word meaning, as I mentioned, like gunera sheshis means like the entire qualities, entire virtues. So like in general also in the world, like we have two types of people. So first is like one who has guna, means the virtuous one, and the other one is one who has dosh, means the flawed ones. But however it is like, so some people like they have mixture of both the things, so it's not completely possible that they are just bad people and they do not have anything good, or they are good people or they do not have anything bad. But it's like rarely possible. But the one who is able to eradicate like his mohaniya karmas, that is the only person who can become like this, who will be like all good and there would be no bad in it. So as like according to our Jain philosophy, is each and every person has some element of purity, if you have read it in the scriptures. So like according to it, in general we have two types of people, but according to that philosophy we have three types of people. So first is like those with more flaws, second is those with greater virtues, and third one is those who are only virtuous. So to be like the third, to fall in the category of the third one, we have to eradicate all our bad deeds, all our sins, and once we'll be able to attain enlightenment, then we'll fall into that category. So that's so Acharya Manatungaji is saying that you like all the virtues, oh Lord, all the virtues have taken shelter in you. You have all the virtues of the entire universe, like they are filled in you in such a way that there is no room for any flaws. Even like flaws, they tend to think once, before entering into your body, because there is no empty space. So if there is no space, how will like those flaws or any bad thing will enter into the body of ajna? So that's why he's saying, like, in the absence of any space, your entire body is filled with the virtues. And there was like a story related with it, like a very common example. So what happens is, once a merchant was traveling somewhere and he met a scholar, and in front of him he expressed like his problem that I like there are so many people that come to me, good people, bad people, and I have to listen to them, and I know like they're lying, but still I have to listen to them. And there are like so many occasions on which their negative speech influence me. Sometimes it happens, like, if you are sitting with someone, even if they're saying something bad, you will believe them. So that's what he says, like, their speech influences me, so how should I protect myself? So what happens is, scholar he takes a glass near him, and he put some sand into that glass, and he handed it over to the merchant, and he said, okay, take this glass and put it under the water tap. So now merchant asked that, how long should I keep it? So the scholar replied to him like, okay, as long as you feel that the sand is completely gone out. So now merchant, he took the glass and then placed it under an open tap, and it took around half an hour to like to get the clean and a pure water, like when the sand gets out of the glass. So then, taking the glass of clean water, he again went to the scholar. The merchant went to the scholar and said, "Sir, here is the glass of water." So, what does this signify? Anyone wants to guess? What does this signify? The glass of pure water. Just one observation I want.
I'm going to unmute Misha and Umang.
The glass signifies Lord Adinath's purity, so the sand represented all the bad sins and stuff, and then like all the good things were was like the water, so it was coming in and then it was taking all the bad things out of him.
So it's like it's like you first have bad stuff, but then you keep on doing good things, and you keep on putting the water. Now all the sand's washed out, which is all the bad stuff. So
excellent, very, very good. Yes, I mean it has nothing to do with Lord Adinath though, but you have very well explained here. So yes, like that water became as pure as Lord Adinath. So what does like the scholar explain to him that, and what is Acharya Manatungaji basically trying to say in this entire shloka, that you should fill yourself with the virtues so that inner flaws came out, just like that sand was a dirt. And when the virtues like the pure water, it went inside and into the like excess quantity, so those inner flaws, like they came out. So once you are completely immersed into the virtues, negative influence will have no impact on you. And that was the answer of merchant's problem. So he said, like, your power of imbibing others, your pure qualities will be developed in such a manner that your flaws will never be able to affect you. So that's why, like, he has in this shloka, Acharya Manatungaji has made comparison of guner in the first line and doshas in the third line. So we all have these both the qualities, but it depends on us. Like if we are able to, like, not get affected by the doshas, like by the flaws, so we'll be imbibed with all the virtues. And in order to get those virtues, that's why we should chant this shloka. I hope the meaning is clear. Moving on to the purpose. So it subdues the enemy and defeats him in the battlefield. So as like being said in the meaning, so who is our enemy? Like the flaws that we have, and those flaws, as we discussed yesterday, they are in the form of kashayas. So metaphorically, like those kashayas, so it will be chanting of the shloka is extremely effective to subduing the enemy and defeats him in the battlefield. So battlefield is like your own mind. You will be able to get a control over your mind, like able to balance your mind by defeating him, by eliminating all the bad doshas and kashayas from it. So now would like to invite Arav to tell you the actual story. That was an example that I gave.
Thanks, Ashi.
Janendra.
Janendra.
King and Queen Harishchandra and Chandragati would do anything for a son. Raj would wait eagerly for such opportunities. One day a sadhu came at their door and after receiving alms asked the queen, "O fortunate daughter, what do you desire?" The queen told him her desire. To this the sadhu closed his eyes and said, "You are suffering due to the displeasure of a sadhu in your previous life. If you give food in charity to sadhus, all your desires would be fulfilled." The queen fed him good food and sweets. The sadhu filled himself so much that he could hardly sit or stand. One day, a well-known astrologer came to the royal house and said, "Some planet Satara is causing you distress. O queen, if with pure heart you feed 100 Brahmins and give charity to royal astrologers according to their wishes, Lord Saturn's evil vision can be removed." This way the king and queen were wandering aimlessly in order to get a son, but their desires were not fulfilled. The sadhu and the astrologer were both frauds trying to make a living. One day, Munishri Maharaj visited the garden on the outskirts of the city. The king and queen also went for his darshan. As they had lost faith in sadhus, astrologers, etc., they were not willing to express their sorrow to Munishri. But the Muni, reading their thoughts and to relieve their troubles, explained the secret of Bhaktamar Stotra and chanting the 27th Shloka told them its importance. The king and queen were not interested or enthusiastic about it. Munishri continued to recite the 27th Shloka of Bhaktamar Stotra sweetly. King Harishchandra got up, changed, went to the mandir, and sat in Padmasana before the idol of Lord Adinath and started chanting, Kovistmayotra Yadi. With great concentration, he recited the Shloka for 2 hours. But seeing no result, he was disappointed. It was possible that while reciting this Shloka, he had his desire only in mind, forgetting about Jinn devotion. The disappointed came out and grumbled before the waiting courtiers. Religion is nothing but deceit, illusion. Its followers are not bothered about religion, but are selfishly using it to earn their livelihood. The minister was surprised and sad at the change in the king's feelings. So, he understood that the king chanted the Shloka Bhaktamar for the fulfillment of his desire and not with desireless devotion. So, he immediately got up and went to the temple wearing pure clothes and started chanting the 27th Shloka with utmost devotion without any desires. After some time, the Jain Drita Devi appeared to him and told him to ask for a boon. The minister said, Devi, I want nothing for myself. I want that the king should have firm faith in the Jain religion that saves man from unlimited sorrows of the world and grants him salvation. For this, please grant the king the boon of a son. Devi said, so be it, and vanished. After 5 years, when the Munishri visited the city again, the king and queen went for his darshan with family. They prostrated before him, placed their 4-year-old son at his holy feet, and said, Lord, bless him. Jinn religion had its great impression on the city. The end.
Thank you, Arav. Anyone wants to convey the message that the story gave? What is the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is that if you say the Bhaktamar Stotra with only hoping that your desire will be fulfilled, that is way different from chanting the Bhaktamar Stotra with devotion and doing it selflessly. So if you do it selflessly, then your fulfillment, your desire will be fulfilled, and if you do it hoping your desire will be fulfilled, then it won't. It may or may not. It may or may not be fulfilled.
Very good. Beautiful. Beautiful moral. Everyone agree with him? Just nod
Excellent,
your
Arav.
heads if you do. Right? So we should not keep like that, okay, I want this, then only I'll chant it. No, first chant it. You'll automatically get it. You don't have to worry about the results. Just do your karmas, just perform your actions, and you'll get your results. Thank you so much, Arav, once again. Okay, so now we'll move on to Shloka number 28. So from here, we'll start with the Ashpratiharas, as I said. So Pratihara is basically, it's defined as like a divine self-enhancing like embodiments created by deities, and they basically add glory to the jina. like to the idol that we have, so they add glory to it. So it's just like we use, makeup, ornaments, and different things for beautifying ourselves, for the beautification of our body, and we use like different perfumes and everything. So similarly, these pratiharyas, so we have 8 types of pratiharyas. Anyone knows? Anyone wants to name them? Or otherwise I will. Anyone wants to name the 8 pratiharyas we have?
I'm going to unmute Pragya Jain, unless you want me. Is that okay, Ashi?
Yes, please.
Oh, I don't see their name anymore.
I see. We see Adinath Bhagwan on a lotus, and Acharya Mantanga writing this.
No. I'm sorry. My question is like, do you know the 8 pratiharyas that we have in Jainism? Do you want to name them?
Oh, I don't know
No?
them. Yeah, I don't know them either.
Okay, no problem. We'll come back to observations just in 1 minute. So 28 shloka is like, from here we'll start the journey of 8 pratiharyas. And as I said, pratiharya is like, it's for adding glorification to the body or to the idol of Ajina, of a Tirthankara. So what are those 8 pratiharyas? Okay.
Ashi, I see Deep and Shreya's hand.
Yeah, please.
I also see Ipsita and Ihita. How about I unmute? That's a new name for.
Okay, let's do 4. Deep and Shrey, maybe they can tell 4, and 4 Ipsita and the other name I forgot.
Ihita. Okay.
Okay, so
Deep and Shrey, you go first.
the first 4 pratiharyas are Sinhasan, Dev Dundubi, Chhatra, and
Pushpa Vrishti.
yeah, Pushpa Vrishti.
Okay, so first one like starts with Ashoka tree, and then we have Simhasan. Like the other order was right, but the first one is Ashoka tree that we'll be covering today. But good job, thank you. Other 4.
Thank you, Deep and Shreya. And now I'm Ipsita, your turn. Ipsita and Ihita.
Should we say the last 4?
Yes, please. Great.
Devdwani, Dundubi.
More?
We forget the other 2.
Okay,
So I'm
no
going
problem.
to unmute Khushi. She has her hand raised also.
Okay.
So the 8 are Simhasan, Bhamando, Chamar, Chatras, Ashok Vriksha, Pushparushti, Dev Dundabi, and Divyadhwani.
Very good, very good. So it will give them in the order. So it would be Ashoka tree, then like Kalpraksha, Simhasan, which means lion throne. Then we have Chamar, which means fly whisk. Then we have triple umbrella, means Chhatra. Then we have Dundubi, which means drum. We have rain of flowers, which which one I forgot. Wait. Okay. Then we have Halo or Prabha, Bhamandala, and then last we have is Divyadhwani, means divine speech of Jinas. So very good, everyone.
So let's clap hands for
Today
everyone.
we'll be covering the first one.
So let's everybody just clap hands for all 3 of them for giving us the 8 pratiharis.
Yes. Very good, everyone. So today we'll be covering the first one, which is Ashoka tree or Kalpavraksha, and we'll get to know why why this Ashoka tree is known as Kalpavraksha in the meaning. So what do you observe in this picture? We need observations.
So Ashiji, I will unmute Adish.
Okay.
Adish, please go ahead.
I observe like
I observe Adinath Bhagwan under an Ashok tree.
Mhm.
And then I see sun. The sun is below Adinath, and there are like clouds near it. Like the clouds are like moving away.
Mhm.
And then I see Acharya Manatungaji writing it from it.
Okay. Do you know what is the structure of Ashoka tree? I mean, how does it look? How can you distinguish it from rest of the trees?
6 times the Bhagwan's height, I think.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Like it's like 6 times the Bhagwan's height, like the height
Okay,
of
yeah,
the tree.
that's one of the quality. Very good.
And it's like pure.
Okay. How can you differentiate from the structure of the leaves or from its combined structure?
I don't know.
One else want to let me know how does a Ashoka tree look like, or how can you distinguish Ashoka tree with rest of the trees? Very good, Adish.
I'm going to try and unmute Amiya.
Okay.
Let's see if Amiya.
You can extinguish like the tree if like in Rushabdev's town time it was like a wishing tree and it all got extinguished since when the fifth arrow was starting, like people began to get more greedy and the trees start to fade away, so then people didn't have homes and things, so like it extinguishes if people get greedy.
Okay, very good, Amia. Very good observation. Yes. So she very rightly mentioned that Ashoka tree is also known as like a wish fulfilling tree. So Ashoka, as the name suggests, anyone knows what's the meaning of Ashok?
So guys, raise hands if you know the meaning of Ashoka, that we will only call people who know the meaning. Sashiji, no raise hands. You can continue.
Okay, no problem. So there are two words. Ashoka is derived from like first is shok. Shok means grief, sorrow, or pain, or sadness. And Ashok, one which is without any pain, without any grief or sorrow or any kind of sadness, means happiness. So Ashoka tree is considered as a tree like from where you'll get happiness. So what happens in the ancient time, like wherever Jina or Tithankara used to deliver their sermons, like an Ashoka tree was formed under it, and it's quite dark, like when the sun is covered with the clouds, so it represents like the structure like that. And in detail, like we'll get to know it in the meaning, so I'll explain you. And but yeah, first move on to the pronunciation, and then I'll clarify you in the meaning about the structure, how Acharya Manatungaji has described it. Okay. So first word is Uchair Shoka. We'll split it into two parts. Uchchehe plus Ashoka. Uchchehe plus Ashoka. Uchchehe plus Ashoka. When you'll join them together, pronounce it. In the pronunciation, it will be, instead of Uchchehe, it would be Uchchair Ashoka. So when we'll say the word, very less pressure would be on R. So it would be Uchchair Shoka. Uchchair Shoka. Uchchair Shoka. Taru. Uchchair Shoka. Please pronounce with me. I cannot see. Yeah, now I can see some faces. Very good. Uchchehe means tall in Ashoka tree, the one without any sadness or grief. Taru. Taru means tree. Taru. Sanshritam. Sanshritam. Sanshritam means seated under. Sanshritam. Unmayukha. Unmayukha Un Mayukha. Mayukha means like the rays spread it above, like the sun rays. So it's in that direction, like the sun rays are spreaded in all the directions. So it represents something like that. So it's Uchair Shoka Taru Sanshritam Un Mayukha. Un Mayukha. Next line. Ma Bhati. Ma Bhati means graceful. Ma Bhati. Rupam. It's Roop Mamalam, but we'll break it. Rupam and Amalam. So Rupam means form. Amalam means pure, pure form. Rupa Mamalam. Rupa Mamalam. Mamalam. Bhavato means to you. Bhavato. Nitantam. Nitantam means extreme. Ma Bhati. Ma Bhati. Rupa Mamalam. Rupa Mamalam. Bhavato. Nitantam. Nitantam. Next line. Spashtol Sat. So when we'll break it, it would be Spasht plus Ullasat. Ullasat. Spasht plus Ullasat. Spasht means clear or pure form, and Ulsat means shining above. Spashtol Sat, when you'll join together, so it would be Spashtol Sat. U will convert into O. So it's Spashtol Sat. Pronounce with me. Spashtol Sat. Kirana. Kirana means the rays. Kirana. Mast. Mast. So it's, when you'll say it, it's Kirana Mast. So the actual word is ast, which means to destroy. And M will join it with Kiran. Kirana. Kirana Masta. Tamo. Tamo means darkness. Tamo Vitanam means destroy or remove the darkness. Tamo Vitanam. I'll repeat it. Spashtol Sat. Spashtol Sat. Kirana. Kirana. Masta. Tamo Vitanam. Tamo Vitanam. Last line. Bimbam. Bimbam means reflection. Bimbam. Rave Riv. So it's Rave plus Iva, which will give us Rave Riv. Bimbam Rave Riv means Rave means sun. Rave Riv. Payodhara. 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 The dense clouds. Payodhar. Payodhar. Parshvavarti. Parshva. Parshva. Derived from Lord Parshvanath's name. Parshva. Varti. Varti. Parshva Varti means something which is very close to you. Closer. Parshva Varti. Bimbam. Rave. Riv. Payodhar. Parshva Varti. I'll go over the entire shloka. Uchair shoka, taru, taru, sanshritam, unmayuka. So when you'll actually like recite these words, it would be sanshrita mun mayuka. Mun mayuka. They'll be combined. Ma bhati, rupa, mamalam, bhavato nitantam. Spashtollasat, kirana, mast, tamo vitanam. In last line is bimbam, very good Keval. Raveriv, payodhar, parshvavarti. Let's practice the recitation. I'm watching everyone from here. Please join your hands and try to combine them all together. Very good. Uchair shok taru sanshrit mun mayukha. Ma bhati roop mamalam bhavato nitantam. Spashtollasat kiranamastamo vitanam. Bimbam raveriv payothar parshvavarti. One more time. Uchair shok taru sanshrit mun mayukha. Ma bhati roop mamalam bhavato nitantam. Spashtollasat kiranamastamo vitanam. Bimbam raveriv payodhar parshvavarti. One important tip that I want to give. So whenever we'll recite like 28 number shloka, you have to keep your back always straight. We have to make our body like a kalpraksha. So you see, like kalpraksha is just straight. So you have to make it, completely straight in alignment. So let's try one more time in the proper correct posture. Uchair shok taru sanshrit mun mayukha. Ma bhati roop mamalam bhavato nitantam. Spashtollasat kiranamastamo vitanam. Bimbam raveriv payodhar parshvavarti. So why I said we have to keep our back straight? Because our back, it acts as like, like it would, if we'll keep our back straight, so we'll be able to directly establish the connection, like the spiritual frequencies, we'll be able to join them. If we'll be, like tilted or bent it down, so the connection would not be possible easily. So that's why we have to keep our back in alignment to connect with the universal frequencies directly. In that way, you'll be able to, attract your desires or your wishes at a very higher speed. So that is the reason we have to keep it straight. Okay, I want someone to recite.
So Ashiji, I'm going to unmute Keval and Moksh.
Yeah.
Ucharya o shakatur.
Uchair shoka.
Uchair shoka.
Very
Uchair
good.
shoka taru santi ramo yakaha. Mabati
Sanshrit,
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 Mun,
Mun,
Mayukha.
Yoka.
Very
Sanshrit,
good.
Mun, Yoka.
Mayuka.
Mayuka.
Very good.
Mabhati Rupamamalam Bhavato Nitanam
Nitantam.
Spastola Nitatam
Mhm.
Spastola Satkiranamastassamot Vitanam
Namo
Bimbam
Vitanam.
Namo Vitanam Bimbam
Tamo.
Tamo Vitanam
Very
Bimbam
good.
Bimbam Raverya Pedora
Bimbam
Bimbam
Raverev.
Bimbam Ravera
Div.
Pehodar
Okay, it's
Bimbam
Payodhar.
Payodar
Very good.
Payodar Pashvarti
Parshvavarti.
Pashvavarti.
Very good. Very good. Do you want to
Thank
go for the last line one more time?
okay.
Yeah.
Bimbam Ravera Pehodar Pashvarti
Payodhar.
Payodar
Parshvavarti.
Pashvavarti.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Good job. You're welcome.
I'm to unmute
Anyone
Vidhi.
else? Yeah.
Vidhi.
Okay.
Shok taru samshritamurmayuka Mabhati rupa mamalambavato nitantam Pastola satkiranamasatamu vitanam Bimbam ravereva payodara pashvavarti.
Very good. Very good, Vidhi. Okay. So moving on to the meaning. Oops. Okay. So as you can see, like when Tirthankar or any Jina, so he's standing. So entire like he's standing very in a in a proper posture and like in the Kayot Sarga in the straight form. And then behind that is a Kalvraksh. So what is Acharya Manatindraji saying here is your body is sheltered by the Ashok tree or Ashok Vraksha. And then rays, you can see like the sun. So rays are emitted from the upper part of the body. Like there is one sun already, but then other like from your body, like from the upper part of your body also, there is a light which is emitting. Though the Ashoka tree is like very, very dense, but your light is so radiant, like your light is so magnificent that we can see it even from, even from the Ashoka tree as well, if your body is covered by it. So we have seen great people, with Bhamandal, but here, as I said, like this is about the pure aura. So, but here he's saying that Lord Adinath, his aura his Abha Mandal is so much pure, is like it's very much serene that you can see the light is emitting from in the entire universe from that aura. Like it is so much powerful. So there are two things. First is Bhamandal, and the other thing is Abhamandal. So Abhamandal is like our aura, and Bhamandal, like which is at the back. You will see behind the idol, so there is a circle shaped thing. It's like for their back support. So from Bhamandal also there is lights that emits, but how an aura of a person is, it matters a lot. So Lord Adinath's aura is so much strong that not only to that particular place where this Muniraj is standing, but it is emitting, like it is emitting the light to a very, very vast region. So just as the glow of rays emit from the sun, similarly rays are emitting from your entire body together with your Bhamandal, Abhamandal. And what are they doing? What is the light doing? It is basically destroying the dense darkness of this entire universe. So the reason for comparing Kalpraksha or Ashoka tree with Lord Adinath's light is just like you cannot see anything when you are inside the Kalpraksha, like inside the Ashoka tree. If something is stuck under it, so it's so dense, like so dark. You cannot see anything. But the comparison is made here that Lord Adinath's light is so much strong, so much powerful that it is emitting the entire universe, and it is helping us to shed our karmas, shed the darkness of the universe. So that is like the main essence of this shloka. And also, like, there is a very like significant I think significant use of science, use of aura is also involved here. So like I have been mentioning it in the previous shlokas as well. If you will, go across a person with a very strong aura, with a very positive vibe, so you feel like, okay, you want to be in their company for hours and hours and you will not feel bored. But if you experience someone with a negative aura, so you'll feel like, okay, I don't want to sit here anymore, I want to move out. So that's what, like, aura is so much powerful. Some people, like, they have an aura of, just a room within the room, but Lord Adinath's aura was so much powerful that it was spreaded in the entire world. And like with the development and with the technology, we have many machines also through which we can measure, actually, like, measure the aura and its color and everything. So a positive aura, you tend to be stay in their company, just like the aura of the monks, aura that is there in the temples. And in the negative aura, you feel like you don't want to be there, or you feel like to get yourself away from it. So he's saying, like, nothing is more blissful than the self satisfaction. And Acharya Manatungaji, while writing this shloka, he said that I also have attained that bliss in your aura. And these are like very rare gifts of the nature, that we attain bliss. So Lord Adinath was one of the way in it. And he's saying, like, Acharya Manatungaji is saying that I do not need anything else. I just need, like, the bliss that I have attained in your under your shelter, under the aura that I have. So one who attains Ashoka, or I can say happiness, has a very pious aura. And Bhamandal and Abhamandal, they are like very, very pure. So there is nothing more beautiful and more joyous than that. So that is the entire crux, entire meaning of this shloka, which basically mentions about pure aura, its importance. And the purpose is it heals spine related issues. So I saw, like, many people were asking about how to increase height. So this is a very good shloka for that, because like, your height is directly connected with your spine. So if you have any backache problems, or any issue related to your spine or your back, for backaches, it's very good. I think yesterday Vidhi was asking about it. So yeah, and it also helped to increase your height, because, as I said, like, your back, it acts as a kalvraksh. So when you will move in the right posture, you'll sit in the right posture. So what will happen? You'll be able to attract your desires at an enlightening speed. Then it cures leprosy, which is another form of disease. And then third thing is, it also leads to victory in court cases if you are innocent. Like, if you are at a, like, good side, if you have not done anything wrong with anyone else. So during that time, it will surely lead to victory in the court cases. Like, there are other shlokas as well, which are good for the court cases, but this is like one of the most effective stotra shloka in that. So that's the purpose. Now Arav will recite the story, and after that I'll assign you the homework, and then Q&A.
Sorry, he's coming. Do you want to go over Riddhi Jap, Mantra Jap one time? He's here.
Okay.
Here, Arav. Do you want to say, can you say Riddhi Jap and Mantra Jap, Ashi, for this one, 27?
Sure. Give me a minute. For 28, I'm saying first. Om Namo Bhagavate Jai Vijay, Jrambe Jrambe, Mohe Mohe, Sarva Siddhi Sampatti Sokya, Kuru Kuru, Swaha. Riddhi Jap. Om Rim Aram Namo Mahatavanam, Shrom Shrom Nama Swaha. For
Ashiji, do
27.
27. Ashiji, do 27 also,
Yes.
please. And everybody,
Yeah.
please focus on your teacher. If she's folding hands, you are all supposed to follow suit, okay? So just follow what your teacher's posture is. Straight back, folded hands. Thank you.
Om Namo Chakreshwari Devi Chakradharini Chakranakulam Sadhya Shatruna Unmulya Unmulya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Sarvartha Siddhaya Sukhaya Reem Shreem Nama Swaha. Ridija. Om Reem Aram Namo Tattatavanam Shrom Shrom Nama Swaha.
Thank you,
Ashiji.
Ash. Now, Arav is ready for the story.
Jachinendra. The intoxication of youth is such that it makes even good people stray from the good path. Rup Kundali was the extremely beautiful daughter of King Prithvipal. She was intoxicated with her beauty and youth. At the age of 16, her intoxicating youthfulness made her all the more intoxicated. Due to this pride, she would consider her friends inferior to her and would show off her beauty to them. One day, as she was taking a stroll in a garden, a Digambar Muniraj came by. Intoxicated by her youth, Rup Kundali signaled her maids to tease him. Children were laughing at him, but he did not bother. It is a rule of nature. As you sow, so shall you reap. The pots of sins were filled. As she reached home, her beautiful body, due to terrible sin of slandering the Muniraj, became infected with leprosy. At last, her pride for her beauty and youth fell flat on the earth. Now, an average, ugly-looking young man would also turn away with repulsion. When the great physicians also could not cure her leprosy, she understood that it was the fruit of the sin she had committed in slandering the Muniraj. Realizing this, she went to the forest and fell at his feet and said, "O ocean of mercy, I was blinded by pride of my beauty, therefore, and I sinned terribly by insulting you, as a result of which I am suffering. O Lord, please rid me of this sin." Vitragi Muniraj did not know that someone was suffering because of him. He said compassionately, "Lady Devi, by chanting the 28th shloka of the effective Bhaktamar Stotra with the Ridyan mantra, you will get rid of this terrible disease." She recited the Bhaktamar Stotra without break and chanted the 28th shloka with the Ridyan mantra relentlessly for 3 days and nights. As a result, her entire body glowed like gold again. When the news reached the palace, the king Prithvipal, along with his wife, was delighted to see their daughter healthy and beautiful. In order to glorify the Jain religion, the king got a Jain temple constructed near the leper home and installed a great and beautiful idol of Lord Shri Adina. After some time, the king found a good match in Gunashekar for his daughter's marriage. But Rup Kundali had understood now how to use this perishable body which she had got after much spiritual merit. Therefore, politely and with great firmness, she refused to get married and vowed to remain a celibate all her life and became an Aryaka.
Thank you, Arav. Very nice. Thank you so much. You want to share the moral of the story?
She's asking you what's the moral.
You want to share the moral? No? Okay, anyone else want to give a try? What's the moral of the story?
I've got Atisha and Swasti. I'm unmuting them.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
What I think the moral of the story is that like you shouldn't be like so
like just looking at yourself and then like making fun of everyone else just because they're not as good as you in something or something else. And for that, you will get like a punishment for your bad deeds or sins. So, but she went and got forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean that it's all okay. So she worked even harder and chanted 28 shlokas. So that's what.
Very beautiful. Very, very rightly explained.
Everybody clap for Atisha, Swasti, and Arav for not only
Arav.
narrating the story, but also giving us a moral. So good claps for all of them.
Good job, guys. Okay, so moving to the last part, let me assign you the homework quickly, and then we'll go for. Okay, so the rest of the part is same. You have to write both the shlokas 3 times, and video you have to post in the Flipgrid of both the shlokas. Actually, 4 shlokas that we have covered during the weekend. The other thing that I want to add it is from now on. So since we have started with the first Pratiharya, so the picture that I showed you, like in the observation, I'll go back to it. This one, you have to draw the first Pratiharya, which is like the Ashoka tree or the Kalpraksha. So draw in whatever way. If you want to make any modifications, you can do that, or not like exactly the same picture. You will find like little bit, changes at other places. So feel free to use them. But yeah, that would be like you have to draw, so you can imbibe actually like what Ashoka tree looks like and how it looks like to, if Tithankara is sitting under it. So all those things. So that's why I want you to draw, and rest everything would be same. Keval has a question. I can see his hand raised.
The hands are raised, but what I am trying to do is we should let the chanting of the 27 and 28 do one more time, and then we can take from there to Q&A. So
okay,
we want people to raise hands who want to chant the 27th and 28th Stotra. Only for that, I want to give people chance who have not done it yet for today. So let's see who are raising their hands. So Kavya, go ahead. Which one are you going to chant? Tell us before you start.
I wanna chant the 28th shloka.
Okay.
Tera shoka taru samshita munmayeka mabhati rupa mamalam bhavato nitantam spashtola kiranamastatamo vidanam bimbam raver payodhara pashvavarti.
Very good, Kavya. You have a very melodious voice. Just one correction in the second line. It's Mayuka. The voice rest was good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Anyone wants to chant 27th?
So I've got Siddhant Khapra. So I'm going to unmute Siddhant. Siddhant, I've sent you the unmute.
Hi.
27th or
I want to chant the first one.
First one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Bhaktamar pranato murli mani prabhana mudyotakam dalita papa tamo vidyanam samyak pranamya chinapada yugam yugada valambanam bhavajale patatam jananam.
Very good, Siddhant. Very good. Thank you so much. And thank you to your mom as well for supporting you at the back. Thank you.
Okay. We encourage next time you bring your mom to chant with you, okay? You can chant the next stotra. You can always bring your mom with you. Okay?
Thank you.
So, thank you, Antiji. So going back to the, so now what we want to do is if there are any questions, raise your hands. Only for questions, not for chanting. And if there are no questions, then we'll do something today for closing will be different. we're going to close a little differently today. We'll still do the Namokar mantra, but before that, I want to share with you something related to Shikharji. So there's a question, Keval and Moksh. Okay, I'm going to unmute you. What is your question?
My question is, you had assigned us homework to draw the Ashoka tree, right? So can you send the picture in the WhatsApp group?
Sure, I will.
Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
Next question is coming
Yeah,
from.
would it be possible for you to put the Flipgrid link here in the chat, or maybe
Yeah,
we can just put it in?
So it's already in WhatsApp group. The Flipgrid
Right.
link is already in the WhatsApp group. If you guys are not members of the WhatsApp group, I will post the link right now in the chat where you can become a member of the WhatsApp group. I think we want to keep only one form of communication. It is through the WhatsApp and through the email. So I will post the link of that group right now in the chat. Everybody, please look at this. It's for everyone. You should be going here. Okay, to get exact links for everything. It's right here. www.
Looks like Bhaiya's camera is froze.
So I have just sent you guys the link in the chat, and when I go to the chat, my camera shuts down, but I'm back. So the next question is coming from Saina. Please ask your question.
Like we have to draw the Ashoka tree. Do we do that like the whole picture, even the god and everything, or do we just draw the tree?
I'll encourage if you do the entire picture,
Okay.
along with the Ashoka tree and God also sitting there.
Okay.
Next one is Avni Jain.
So my question is that one time I was like hearing in another class that the 20 Shlok also like helps you with your wishes. Does it also do that, or does it just do the 3?
Yes. As I mentioned, like it's, I think Amya also mentioned, like it's good for, desire fulfillment. So that's why I suggested you to sit like, with your back straight. So when you sit in the right posture, so you'll be able to connect with the universal frequencies like quickly. So in that way, you'll be able to attract whatever like your wishes. So you'll be able to get it fulfilled at a faster speed. So yes.
But
And
the thing,
basically
Ashi,
like Ashoka, sorry
to interrupt Ashi, but make sure to mention the desires have to be realistic.
yeah. Yeah, that's the main.
Yeah, that's
You
actually
cannot
very
have like,
important.
right.
Not asking for a toy and I don't know. Oh, Ashi, go ahead.
Yeah. So thank you, Dee, for mentioning that. Like your desire should be realistic. Like it should not be something abstract or something like very big, and you want it like next day. So that won't be possible. You have to do some good deeds also. Good karmas also for that. It's not like you just wish for it, you chanted it one time, and it will appear in front of you like a jinn or something. No, you have to first do your karmas, you do your chanting properly, and then you'll be able to attract whatever you want. So it works that way.
The reason I said it, because somebody actually asked us that their son want to buy Land Rover. What shloka should they be chanting?
Okay.
Anyways, next.
Next question is Mahavir Prakasha. Please ask your question.
I did the I did the water experiment. I was just wondering if you can like somebody already asked this question, and so like how can we keep the fruits, like is that instead of water?
Okay, so what is your purpose for keeping the fruits? I mean, I'm just trying to understand.
Like just like water, like if we we offer it to, I'm sorry, what?
No, sorry, go ahead.
Like we keep the water for the God and we pray, then we drink it, right?
Right.
Can we do the same with the fruits?
Okay, so water is something like, since as I like explained earlier also, water is something our body is also consisted of, 70% water, and this earth also has so much of water. So we are basically, getting in tune with charging the water, because that's what like we take maximum times. But yes, I would say like you can do it with each and everything. Like if it's kind of like you're not doing something different, you are just praying and putting the right intentions into it, that okay, you're making it pure and charged to get a positive energy. So you can do it with fruits, you can do it with the food you are eating or anything you are drinking, or if you're eating something from outside also, you can do it. So if outside, like if any negative energy or any like negative bacteria or anything else is there in the outside food, so you can make it like, you can charge it and you can make it pure before consuming it. So I would say water was what like the reason for giving water, because our body has very high quantity of water content in it. So we, if we like get something inside like the charged one, so the entire body will get charged up. But it might not happen with the food. But yes, like before consuming anything, you should pray, and that prayer could be in the form of chanting of any shloka. So it would be definitely effective.
Yeah, one more question. So if we offer the fruit to the God and chant a shloka, should we eat it or should we offer it to somebody else?
You can eat it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it depends if you are giving it to someone else. So you can give it like, it's a very good thing if you're doing it like before giving anything to someone else. So you are chanting a shloka or mantra to, if they are consuming it, so it would be like for their betterment and for their welfare. So that would be, a selfless service that you are doing. So it's a good act also. You can use it for both the ways. There is no side effect in it.
Okay, thank you.
The next one, I'm unmuting. Sorry, go ahead, Ashiji.
So I saw like Swasti's hand was raised.
Yeah. So I'm unmuting Swasti and Atisha and then Jamar family.
My question is, when we're doing 28 shloka, you said we have to sit tall because of the tree. So do we have to stand up when we say it, or can we sit down and stay tall?
Yeah, you can like say it while sitting down also, but make sure your back should be straight. Your posture should be right. So I'll say like try to avoid chanting it on the bed, So because like if you're sitting over the bed, so maybe your posture not be same. So if you're saying it over the chair, then it's it would be much more easier to say it over chair or on the floor, or even like if you're standing. So your posture would be in the right position, like right alignment.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Okay. Jamar family, I'm unmuting you. Please ask a question.
Okay, so like I want to get it straight. Is it like the idea that like whatever you believe in comes true because like you put out that energy and then you get it back?
Right.
So like if we were to like want something and then you like believe you're gonna get it and you put out the energy that you have it and you do shlokas along with it, like does that make the like want stronger?
Yes, definitely. So that's where the law of attraction works. So if you are putting all your energy into it, so you'll be able to manifest the same thing but with a higher speed. So suppose like without doing shlokas, you'll get it maybe if you're putting all your energy maybe in a month or so. But if you're chanting the shlokas, so like let's subtract 1 week less than that, so maybe you'll get it in 20 days or 25 days. So you'll like the speed of that wish will become like higher. So you'll be able to attract it at a higher speed basically by adding shloka chanting also into it.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Cool. Thank you.
Good question.
Go ahead.
You said that we can eat when you offer food for the one and you eat it, isn't that karma?
Can't hear you properly. There's
The mic towards your hand. Keep your mic in your hand. Or you know what? Why don't you write your message? Why don't you write your message in the chat? Oh, now it's better.
Or I muted him so he could hear us first. Like put the mic to your mouth, Neminath. Try one more time if you want.
I encourage you to write your question. Neminath, I encourage you to write your question in the chat. Thank you.
Okay, I muted him.
Maya wants Bhaktamar. Unmuted you. Please go ahead. Ask your question.
I didn't raise my hand, I don't think.
Okay, no worries. So then everybody fold your hands. Like Ashiji started the class with showing Shikarji Teerth and Parshanath Bhagwan. We're going to end the class with looking at the Shikarji stones that I am at a guest's place, Naina Ben's place, and she has stones that she brought from Shikarji in Feb of this year. So I want all of you guys to fold your hands. We can do the darshan of the Shikarji stones. If you guys can look at the temple. I want all of you guys, as Ashiji is going to chant Naukar Mantra to close the class, I want all of you guys to keep your eyes open. Look at these stones and pray as if you are connected to Shikarji Mahatirth in India. So Ashiji, over to you. Okay. And I would encourage everyone to chant Namorintaram in their eyes, in their mind, sorry.
Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayalyanam, Namo Uvachayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Aiso Panch Namokaro, Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savvesim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Uvachayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panche Namokaro, Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savvesim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Uvachayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panch Namokaro, Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savvesim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Padamam Havai Mangalam. बोलो आदिनाथ भगवान जी की जय, आचार्य मानतुंग जी महाराज की जय, श्री भक्तांबर महास्तोत्र की जय, जिन शासन जिन देव जी की जय, पार्श्वनाथ भगवान की जय, 24 तीर्थंकर भगवान जी की जय.
So these stones are right from the Parshanath tomb on February 21st, on February 16th of this year. Naina Ben, Paresh Bhai, her husband, myself and my mom, we all four climbed Shikarji early morning at 3:15 in the morning. We had not eaten from the day before. We had made a pact that we will not eat the night before and we will not drink water and we will all climb up either in Doli or with our own, barefoot, but we'll go all the way to the top and not drink water until we finish the yatra. So we finished our yatra around 1:15, 1:20 p.m., started climbing down. And there was a Pandit ji there who is the Pandit for the Parshanath tomb, has been there for 30 years. So the story is that main charan are on the bottom level of the Parshanath tomb, not at the top.
Yeah.
There's a surang ko kya bolte English mein, I do not know the word for it.
Tunnel.
Tunnel. So there's a tunnel underneath the tomb where you can go and do darshan. these stones were lying right next to it. And there are many other stones, and they allow you to take them if you ask. I was nervous in asking. She asked actually, and she got the permission. Anybody who asked after that, they said, no, we already given one for the day.
Wow. She was the
Wow,
lucky one.
lucky auntie.
So Nenaben was able to get them here. And Anish Bhaiya was last night chanting a stotra or some shloka. I do not know that shloka or stotra. If anybody knows, अगर आपको याद है अपर्णा जी, अगर आप बोल सकते हो तो.
I don't remember what stotra.
वो पार्श्वनाथ भगवान का कुछ उन्होंने बोला था कि पत्थरों के बारे में कुछ स्तुति थी या
Yeah,
कुछ
I
था. I
don't
do not
remember
remember.
that one. No.
चलो अपने मन में एक और बार नवकार बोल लो instead of स्तुति or anything. या ओसाग्राम actually. Anybody can say ओसाग्राम.
Yes.
Didi, why don't you say ओसाग्राम?
Okay. उपसर्गहरं पासं पासं वन्दामि कम्भण मुक्कं विस्हर विस्निन्नासं मंगल कल्याणावासं विस्हर पुलिंगमन्तं कंठे धारे जोस्यामणुओ तस् गहरोग मारी तुट चरा जंतीयुग समम चिट्ठौ दूरे मंतो तुझ प्रणामो वि बहुपलो होई नर त्रियसु वि जीवा पावंती न दुख गच्छं तुभ समते लद्धे चिंता मणिक पायव भीए पावंती अभिघ्येनम जीवा आयरामरम ठाणम इह संतो महायस पत्ति भरने भेण हिये एंडता देवतेश वहिम भवे भवे पासेम चंद. श्री पार्श्वनाथ भगवान जी की जय.
Chaliye, so today's session is coming to an end. Now we need volunteers for next Saturday and Sunday. Because the stotras we'll be doing next Saturday and Sunday go up to 28 and 30, we will be looking for 3 volunteers. The stotras will be divided as follows: 1 to 9, 10 to 18, 19 to 28. 1 to 9, 10 to 18, 19 to 28. I need volunteers. I'm going to look at the hands raised. I'm going to give those people a chance who have not done it yet. So, people who have already
Wait.
chanted before.
Bhaiya 1 to 9 I already know Saina is going to do it.
Okay, Saina will do 1 to 9. So I'm going to unmute Siddhant Khapra. Siddhant, what can you do 10 to 18?
Yes, sure. I can do 10 to 18 next Saturday.
Do 10 to 18. And then Preksha, please start your video. And Preksha, tell us, can you do 19 to 28?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're already set for Saturday. Now comes Sunday. Sunday, I need 3 volunteers again. Those 3 volunteers have to be different from what we've already assigned. So, Atisha, Swasti, you've already gone today, so I have to give other people a chance. I'm going to unmute Ananya. Ananya, can you do 1 to 9?
Sure.
Sorry, 1 to 10, not 1 to 9, 1 to 10. On Sunday, it is 1 to 10.
Okay, I can do 1 to 10.
Okay. Mahavira and Nemina, I've done it already. Who
Maya?
else? Maya?
She raised
Maya.
her hand. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
yeah, I'm trying to unmute her. 1 second.
I'm unmuting her, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, I can take care of muting and unmuting her.
I wanted to do 1 to 9.
Okay, so who did we give 1 to 9 to right now? We can ask them if they will do another one.
Ananya?
Ananya, are you still unmuted, beta?
I'm unmuting her.
Okay.
Okay.
Ananya, can you do 10? Can you do 10 to 18?
Can I do 1 to 10 still?
We have another kid who wants to do 1 to 10 because they don't know the advanced stotras. Would you be comfortable doing those or no?
No.
No? Okay. Then you stick 1 to 10, 1 to 9, sorry. The person we were trying to reach.
Yeah, Siddhant Khapra is asking me if they can chant Saturday 19 to 28.
We already gave, na? We've already done. Saturday is done. Siddhant, you're doing the part. You're doing 10 to 90, 10 to 8. Yeah,
I just
so Saturday said we are doing Sunday now. So Sunday we are looking for volunteers from 10 to 18 and then 10 to 19 and then 20 to 30. So Deep and Shrey, if you guys are here still, are you guys here? Deep and Shrey? Okay, they're not here.
No.
Okay. Abhishek, I'm going to unmute you. What stotras can you chant from 10 onwards, 10 to 30?
I can do 10 to 20.
Okay, perfect. So you take 10 to 20, Abhishek. So it's on Sunday, okay? You will come on
Ashi, are you
Saturday to
writing?
class?
Yes, I'm writing.
Thank you.
So beta, you'll come to class on Saturday, Sunday both, but your chanting is on Sunday. Now we need 21 to 30. I'm going to give Arav because he's not chanted. So I'm going to enforce it on Arav. Didi, can you ask Arav?
Yes, Priya. Okay, thank you.
Okay, 21 to 30 Arav. So everybody got a chance that have not chanted yet. Again, following weekend, the stotras will keep increasing.
He said yes.
Okay. So everybody, thank you for today. Please continue posting your videos on Flipgrid. I will post the link on Flipgrid as I already posted it on the chat here. I will also put it in the WhatsApp group. If you guys are not on the WhatsApp group, I strongly encourage you to let your parents connect to the WhatsApp group from drmanjujain25.com/kids.html. Please sign up to our WhatsApp group so that we are all communicating on the same platform. Lastly, today is Parshanath Bhagwan's Moksha Kalyanak. It is a very auspicious day, so please make sure you are very respectful to your parents, to your brothers, sisters, your grandparents, your younger siblings, everyone. Not only today, but if you can do one thing you can change, try and change that you will not be angry to anyone, no matter the circumstance, no matter the event. And one more last thing, as Ashiji said, keep your back straight when you chant.
And otherwise also.
Otherwise,
For any sort of learning.
Get a good posture.
Yes. Ashi, but
Before closing, yeah,
no, you go
I
ahead.
want to answer Neminat's question.
Yes, that's what I was.
That's a very good question. He asked, isn't offering food to Bhagwan and eating it is karma? And even if we give it to someone else, isn't that karma? So good question, first of all. So see, like each and every action that we are doing is, in some way, like we are acquiring karmas. So these karmas, like good deeds, bad deeds, they're um, like the prison. Suppose you are in a prison, so it's like you are having metal chains or you are having gold chains, but that means like you are tied up around your body, right? It doesn't mean like you're free. So if you do good karmas, so it's like, okay, if you're accumulating good karmas, so in that case, like the weight of your bad karmas would be less. But if you are accumulating bad karmas, the weight of your good karmas would be less. So if you are offering food to Bhagwan, or if you are giving it to someone else, so in a way you are doing good karmas. So which means like by doing good karmas, you are actually reducing the weight of the bad karmas, right? So in that way, suppose if you are in any trouble, so if you have done a lot of bad deeds, so that the impact of that trouble would be more. But if you have done a lot of good deeds, the impact of that trouble would be less, right? So it's all about balancing it. Anyway, even if I'm speaking right now, or even if you're listening to it, each and everything will count under karma, be it good karma or bad karma. You cannot eliminate it, but you can actually channelize it by reducing the effect of bad karmas and increasing the effect of good karmas by adding more good karmas into your daily routine. Did I
And
answer your
by
question?
attending these classes, by sitting here for 2 hours, you are actually doing good karmas. We are doing karmas, right? So you are away from doing anything bad at this time for these 2 hours. So you're putting this time of your life in a very good thing, good side.
Yeah.
All right.
And thank you so much to all the new participants. Like I can see like now many new people are showing up and they're actively like participating it. So big applause to them, and thank you so much for being like so much active into it. Really
And
appreciate
thanks
your
to
effort.
the parents too. Yes.
And thanks to the rest, like existing ones who are there from the day one till now. Without you guys, this journey won't be possible. So thank you so much taking part into it.
Awesome.
Everybody,
all right.
switch on your cameras. Say bye-bye before you leave. Everybody, just say bye-bye.
With
Two
a
hands.
smiling face and back straight.
Yes. Back straight and smiling face. Correct. Everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Have a good Sunday.
Absolutely.